little attention was paid to soil. But soil is one of the most valuable resources that we need. And from this, the picture of the profile pits that we display here, the soil that we dug just about 1.5 meters, between 1.5 and 2 meters, under the forest. This is under existing cocoa plantation. You can see the difference in the color. This is still very rich because of this dark color. You can see here, this one is specks. We will get to talk more as we go. Integrated soil fertility management is deliberate, giving it this name. It's not just about using fertilizer. A lot of things are involved, and that's why we call it integrated. It has to do with the use of fertilizer, the use of fertilizer, I said, whether organic and inorganic. Then we talk about improved germplasm, improved material. In this case now, improved cocoa. Then we talk about knowledge on how to adapt these practices to local conditions, and that's the aspect of the training that we are in now. So the ISFM approach embraces the principle of plant production, where yield is a function of the interaction between the genotype, environment, and management. Yield. Every farmer wants the yield to improve. And we cannot shy away from the cocoa material you planted. And that's why we advise that as you want to continue to expand your cocoa plantation, it's always good to come back to the source and get good material. Then the environment, the soil where you plant it is also key, and that's what we are talking about here today. And the management, how to manage the crop and then the environment, the soil, to get the best yield out of it. So we just try to expatiate further here. The yield will be enhanced if you have the right genotype, the right environment, and the right management. The genotype I'm talking about here is the crop, and in this case now is cocoa. The environment refers to the soil and the climate in a particular location, and the management refers to farmers' ability and skill in managing crops, soils, and the farming system, and that's why you are here, to enhance your skill on this. The climatic requirement. This is the minimum rainfall required for cocoa. So if you are saying you want to go and plant cocoa in a place where you cannot get up to this amount of rainfall, it's an exercise in futility, except you want to supply additional water, otherwise you run into a problem. The temperature is also given here the relative humidity. Let's move on. Yes, you have your existing cocoa farms, but you want to expand. What do you look at as you attempt to expand your cocoa plantation? Soil depth is key. How deep is the soil? Cocoa is a deep-rooted crop, just like any other tree crop. If you just invest on the shallow soil, which is meant for arable crop, you have problem. And so the depth has to be taken into consideration. You can also assess the suitability or the fertility of the land or the soil by the type of weeds that are there. If broad leaves are the common weeds there, you know there's an element of fertility there. If most of others, everybody will be carried along. Mo ti sọ nípa bóyá wà tá a fẹ́ dá oko kún, oko kòkó wa ta ní adúfẹ́ ká tó pọ̀ sí i. Bí ilẹ̀ ṣe jìdó ló ṣe pàtàkì. Torí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀ la rí tẹ́yẹ pé ìwà tẹ́ká bá fi wàá bí rúlà méjì ẹ̀ ti kan òkúta. Ìgbà tó bá ń dáko yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ bá ṣe àyẹ̀wò bó ṣe jùkú tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ ti fi kòkó. Ìgbà tí ó bá fi lọ́dún karùn-ún ọdún kẹfà tó yẹ kẹsìn mẹ́kẹ̀ẹ́fà ìgbà á ti kòkúta. So bí ilẹ̀ ṣe jùdó ṣe pàtàkì. Tí ilé ò bá jì kò sí ohun tá a fẹ́ ṣe sí ẹ wà lẹ́ẹ̀mí ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ lò fún kòkó. Bọ̀ tí ilé ò bá lọ́ra tó ẹ sì lè wá nǹkan ṣe sí ní ká lo fertilizer bóyá tiwantiwa tàbí ti òyìnbó. Irú koríko tó ń mú lórí oko ó tún máa ń sọ fún wa bí lè ṣe lọ́ra sí náà. Ibi tá a bá ráwọn broad leaves bí akíntọ́lá. Ibi tó yẹ pé grasses ló wà bíi ẹ̀ẹ̀kan kíní tó dàbí tó ní ìrèké ní ìdídásẹ̀ parental cylindrical. Irú ibi tí grasses bẹ́ẹ̀ bá wà ilẹ̀ yìí ò lọ́ra but mo sọ fún wa lọ́dún ilẹ̀ bá lọ́ra lásán àti lè àyẹ̀ǹba lè ṣe sí but tí ò bá jì àkóso wọn lè ṣe sí ayé àkókò àwọn ilẹ̀ náà tó jì. Then the hand-run cast tí wọ́n pè nígbà ìkòló ìyẹn náà tó bá ṣe pọ̀ sí lóko ó sọ fún wa pé bílẹ̀ ṣe lọ́ra sí. Another thing we should also note is the land topography. Some land are just like this, as slopey as this. That you want to go to it's like climbing the hill. As much as possible, we should avoid such land because it will be prone to erosion. Another important thing we should consider is the soil texture. The soil has two major physical components: the sand, the seed, and the clay. If the soil is too sandy, it will be too porous, and it will not retain water during the dry season. If it is too clayey, that's another extreme. That soil will be prone to poor drainage. When it rains like this, it will take 2-3 days before the water will disappear on the soil surface. It's also not good enough. So we have to ensure we avoid the two extremes of sandy and clay soil. For instance, if we test the soil and it's more than 60% clay, we should forget about that for cocoa. If it's getting to 90-something% sand, we should avoid it for cocoa as well, except we are ready to spend additional money for irrigation during the dry season. So let's go. These are things to avoid. That's under land preparation. Àti ilẹ̀ tí ilẹ̀ tó dáa, àti ṣàyẹ̀wò ilẹ̀ yẹn jì, tó yẹ kó ní ló ní. Láti wá da oko yẹn, a gbọ́dọ̀ lo àwọn machine tó yẹ pé gbogbo ilẹ̀ tó lọ́ra, gbogbo ilẹ̀ wa ní òkú lọ, we should avoid bulldozer, the use of bulldozer. Because bulldozer will scrape the topsoil. The soil that is rich in plant nutrients is just between 0 and 30 centimeters. And the bulldozer will go beyond that. They will just farm all your rich soil away. So we should avoid bulldozing with then we should also avoid bush burning. So what we recommend is underbrushing and selective felling. We remove some of the trees, retain some of the trees. That's what is here in pictures. the network. Now, the land that suitable land has been selected based on the physical observation. You will still need to collect soil samples so that we more information to decide on the use of that land. So, soil sampling. Why are we talking about soil sampling to farmers? The reason is garbage in, garbage out. If you bring soil from your farm and you don't follow the normal, you will be giving wrong interpretation. Let's assume that the size of your farm is this hall. If this is your farm and you want to collect a sample from that farm, you have to bring representative soil sample to the lab. Otherwise, we will be giving wrong interpretation to the soil collected from that farm. If you are to collect soil sample from this place, this is a flat terrain. We have to collect in the center, collect somewhere here, collect here, collect there, collect there, collect everywhere. Then we put everything together. But if I just collect soil sample from here, I have collected enough soil sample just from this spot. It's still part of the farm, and I bring it to the lab. It will only give interpretation about this area. So it's like we need representative from the community of 20 families. They said bring 20 people from this community, and there are 20 families in that community. And you just go and pick 20 people from a single family, and you say the 20 people are representing the whole community. That will not be good. And the same thing is true with soil. You have to collect representative sample. And how do we do it? If you get to the land, the place you want to collect the soil sample, the first thing you check is the uniformity of that place. If it's uniform, then your job is simple. You just collect randomly and then you put together and bring it to the land. But if you get to the land and you discover that is, for instance, if it's a slopy land, slopy like this, what we will do is to do a land so bí ilẹ̀ oríṣi mẹ́ta òun lè máa mú wá sí dàpọ̀ fún gbárùbọ̀ pẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ tó ká flat báyìí need just one national need, but one time ń bọ̀ wá ẹ̀ ti mú káàkiri nínú oko yẹn tí ó fi lè represent oko ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹ wa. Another thing that will also make you to delineate the farm in the different sections is that if we get to the farmland, tó dàbí pé àwọn akíntọ́lá ló wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan, gbogbo ẹ̀ka ló akíntọ́lá just broad leaves this way, but nígbà tẹ́gbẹ́gbẹ́ bíi pé grasses lásán lẹ́ka rí. So ibi tí akíntọ́lá wà ẹ̀ dàbò káàkiri ẹ̀ dìbò, ibi tí grasses wà you do the same thing. So wọ́n sọ pé bí a ṣe lè bulẹ̀ nìyẹn, but ilẹ̀ dàbò you are only collecting from 0 to 20 centimeters. I told you earlier that the rich soil, the nutrients, you will only find much of the nutrients the plant need between 0 and 30 centimeters. And so to collect the soil sample just between 0 to this span is like 15 centimeters. There's something more than 15 centimeters, 0 to about 20 centimeters. That's where you collect the soil sample. And before you collect the soil sample, ensure gbogbo àwọn ìràwé the dead leaves on the surface of the soil. You have to make sure you scrape them. Otherwise, it will be giving
use excessive nitrogen or organic carbon, because those ones are decayed plant materials. So you stop them before you collect your soil sample. And when you collect your soil sample, make sure you put concentrated test kit. A lè lò láti ṣe test ilẹ̀ láti lè yẹ ilẹ̀ wa wò. Gbogbo ìgbà tábà máa fi lo ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́wàá ìṣẹ́jú ogún àti mọ̀ tó wà nínú ilẹ̀ wa. So lákòókò láti go into detail about this, but ètò wà látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn federal government àwọn náà wà bí wọ́n lè sọ nípa rẹ̀ sí bí a ṣe lè ní àǹfààní lórí ilé next. We can leave crop residues on the farm. Mulching material can also be used to protect the soil from erosion and all the livestock is like that. Then we can also plant leguminous cover crop before canopy closes. Àfẹ́ kó jẹ́ pé ó dàbí ẹni ká ṣe bí ẹni pé kò yá tó bọ̀ ọ́. Iṣẹ́ ìgbóná sọ́dọ̀ dókítà tí wọ́n á gbé ìgbéra rẹ̀ tí wọ́n á yẹ̀ wò tí wọ́n á mọ ohun tó ń ṣe. Ó kàn dé pé ọ̀yá bá fún mi paracetamol. Orí ló ń fọ́ mi. Ó sì lè jẹ́ pé ó ní another underlying problem. Bí ẹ ń fi oògùn ẹ̀tẹ̀ wò làpálàpá. So ìdí gan ta fi ń pé alọ́bulẹ̀ ayẹ̀wò òun náà ká lè recommend the appropriate fertilizer. Then we should avoid the use of any agrochemicals, whether fungicide, insecticide, that will further acidify our soil. Currently, the cocoa soil in Nigeria are slightly acidic, and we should not do anything that will further acidify the soil. So, fertilizer used in cocoa. Please listen to this very well. Very soon, cocoa fertilizer will be on our table in Nigeria for the first time. Very, very soon. The work is almost completed. We have come up with the fertilizer formulation. It has been produced. We are currently testing them on some of the farms and all over the country. We have some in Ipele, in Ogun here for people that came from Ogun State. But it will be worthless using fertilizer if we cannot go by all this that I listed. Weeding, soil management, pruning and removal of coupons, protection from pests and diseases. Those are good agricultural practices that go along with fertilizer use too. If we allow the farm to be taken over by weeds and we want to introduce fertilizer, it will be waste of resources and effort. So we have to ensure all this go together with our fertilizer application. We can use chemical fertilizer, we can use organic fertilizer, we can also use the two combined. Then it is also good to know that you can produce organic fertilizer right on your farm by composting cocoa pod husk. The husk is there, and the cocoa pod husk you have them on your farm with Corolina species, that's Akintola that I mentioned the other time. And some other things like cow dung, poultry droppings, you can use them. We have the technology here. You can see these are the processes of getting it done. That you can also produce organic fertilizer and use it in your farm. Next. Mineral fertilizer you produce yourself. The reason why you are doing that is that you want to apply it to your cocoa or to any other crop. How do you apply? we advise you use ring method. This is your cocoa stand. This is your cocoa stand, for instance. You have this as your cocoa stand. You are not to apply the fertilizer right at the base of the cocoa. The feeder roots, they are not here, but they are spread all over to even 100 centimeters. So if you measure about 60 centimeters from this base to almost 100 centimeters away from the tree, you can put your fertilizer at that place. And that's where you have maximum benefit. Broadcasting is not advised, so that you don't just be feeding weeds in the plantation. So make it ring method, and then you can apply, if it is chemical fertilizer, you can apply twice in the year. The recommendation, for instance, the recommendation is 100 kilogram per hectare. You apply 50 kilogram per hectare May, June. Then the remaining half you go and apply August, September. The reason why we are stating this is that the chemical fertilizer, once it mixes with water, it easily dissolves. And if the rain is heavy, everything is swept away. So you don't want to apply everything at the same time. You apply half May, June, you retain the half August, September. But for your organic fertilizer, that takes time to organize it. So you allow it, you apply it just once in a year. You can apply May, June, and then the rate of fertilizer application to goes on soil test. This is the fertilizer application method as described here is being demonstrated here. I think I want to stop at this point. This is what the summary of everything I've discussed. Sorry, there's no way I could manage. I told you, even 1 hour, I will still be talking. But if you have questions, I think we'll be able to address it better then.
I want to announce to members of gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ olùkọ́ wa wípé àwọn àgbẹ̀ ní àṣàlàyé nílé fún gbogbo wọn níwọ̀n lórí pátákó bíbá everything ló wà bíbá everything you are telling the farmer on this thing just go and explain ẹjọ́ wọ́n kálákẹ́ explain fún wọn ní gbogbo ẹ̀ wà bíbá yọ̀ rẹ̀ ti sọ ẹ̀sọ́ ìjà bíbí ṣẹ́gbẹ́ wọ́n á lè mú nǹkan lọ sílé wọn ṣẹ́gbẹ́ gbogbo tí wọ́n bí wọ́n bá rí ṣẹ́gbẹ́ ṣùgbẹ́ yìí gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n àti ṣe sí bíbá yìí. So please, the next teacher, the trainer, please help us just explain. By the time you mention your topic, you go to the place and then you just explain to them in our language. And please, let's take note of our time. Moderator, is it 10 minutes? 10 minutes, please, to explain what is here already. Thank you, God bless you.
Take us through the establishment of cocoa. Please, sir, you have 10 minutes. As the trainee said, everything.
Ẹ̀yin àgbẹ̀ wa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ sí akínyínká àbùsọ àyíwá. Ohun tí a sọ òun ni bí a ṣe ń gbin àwọn òkú wa. Ó ṣe pàtàkì. Ó dẹ̀ ká lóye àti bá ṣe lè bójútó dáadáa nínú oko. Yes, yes, please. Bí a ṣe mú kòkó wá sí Nàìjíríà, ó ṣe dé Nàìjíríà lédè yìí, just 33. Ẹni tó mú wá sí Nàìjíríà olórúkọ ẹ̀ láti 1874. A sọ fún wa bí kòkó ṣe jẹ́. Gbogbo tábàtì lè rí àwọn ọ̀pẹ, tàbí rí àwọn máńgò, tàbí rí kéjọ́ra rí tàbí tó ń ṣe lè dàgbà ni. Èyí tó rí dáadé máa rí àgbàdo náà gbé àgbàdo sí àbíká ní ráìsì sàbánà ìpọ̀ díẹ̀. Ok, wọ́n a sọ nípa owó tí a ti fi owó kòkó ṣe ní Nàìjíríà. Ẹ bá kó owó kòkó láti gbọ́ ọba tẹ́lẹ̀ ọgbọ́n ní yunifásitì. láyé Awólọ́wọ̀ Southwest. Owó kòkó náà ní Liberty Stadium. The first NTA ó máa ń gbogbo wọn tó ń bẹ ní Áfíríkà. Owó kòkó náà ni. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ náà ló lo scholarship. Owó kòkó náà fi tẹ̀lé nìyẹn. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ wá wò ó ní ayé Awólọ́wọ̀ náà nítorí kòkó tààrí èyí tààrí inú ẹ̀. Free education ní àkókò ìjọba tẹ̀. Mo ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ irú àwọn ọmọ ìṣèlú rẹ̀ láti lọ sí ìgbàlódé owó àbá lọ nípa kókó náà ni yẹ ṣáyẹ. Àwọn sọ bí a ṣe wọ́n ti sọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ fún àti sọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nípa ilẹ̀ tí a gbọ́dọ̀ gbé gbogbo sí. A rí i pé ilẹ̀ tó dára ni ilẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé kì í ṣe savannah area, it should be forested area. It should be an area that is very suitable. Ògbúdọ̀ jẹ́bi tí a máa lọ fẹ́ wà flooding yóò ní pẹ̀lú lówó ìbọn ìwé drain. Aside from that, nutrient status ló sọ yẹn. Àwọn oúnjẹ tí kòkó máa gbádùn dáadáa ibi tí a lè ní 1.0 to 1.5 meters deep níbi tí a lè kí ṣe bí tí àwọn òkúta tó máa wà nísàlẹ̀ tàbí àwọn ẹni tó máa wà nísàlẹ̀ tí ò ní jẹ́ kí root to penetrate. So we should avoid anywhere where there are rocks and so forth. Ilẹ̀ bá jẹ́ the prepare the thank God you are experienced people that don't know this how to prepare the bá lè ṣe ètò ilẹ̀ wa ó ṣe pàtàkì kábà kí gbé the prepare the day land preparation clearing the forest is very important. Àwọn igi tó wà nílẹ̀ á máa gbé wọn but now in the new dispensation ṣé mo pé climate ti ṣe kò dàbí ti gbà ẹgbẹ́ gbogbo ní oko pátápátá àpájọ. Now we want selected tree tó lè wà in the forest. For cutting of the tree, rolling them out, then tẹ́bá ṣe gbogbo wọ̀nyẹn tá ti gbé owó ti di dáadáa, á wà ṣe lay out. Bí a ṣe pín nǹkan tí àwọn kòkó wà. 3 meter by 3 meter, that will give us a plan population of 11 per hectare. So tẹ́bá ṣe hectare kan ní, á ti mọ̀ pé 3 meter by 3 meter ní planting distance. Á ti measure wọn out. So á dẹ̀ dìbì wọn, á ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Another important farm operation is that there is timeliness in operation. Though there is a dramatic change, things are not working fine, but àkókò tí a lè máa pèsè oko wa sílẹ̀. January, February, all those are the times that the man prepare fish sílẹ̀. Because by May, 2 to June, onset of rain. So, a gbọ́dọ̀ rí pé a pèsè ilẹ̀ wa sílẹ̀ dáradára, land preparation very important. Then, kòkó bó ṣe wà, ó jẹ́ nǹkan tó fẹ́ràn ìbòjì. A gbọ́dọ̀ kó sí ẹni àwọn. Kòkó ìsáyẹ̀ ṣe research tó ti pẹ́ in the past, fẹ́ pé plantain ní a ní bí àwọn àti ṣe lòdì fún kòkó. A lè tàbí ti bá tẹ̀ 1 year ahead. Tí a tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ kòkó plantain àpò àkókò. And the same meter tí a ní kòkó láti gba tẹ̀ 3 meter by 3 meter, but the arrangement in between the line of cocoa, you plant the plantain. The distance of this plantain to cocoa is 1.5 meter. So the next cocoa is 3 meters. So the same plant population 11 per hectare. So at the end of course here we start getting something from the plantain. But I want to tell you that watering is very important because of the present situation that we are. Condition táwa lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ àti ìjọba ìdílé plantain lórí oko àti ìdílé náà ń gbé gbogbo sí gbogbo ẹ̀mọ́ ọ̀kúta plantain lọ fúnra ẹ̀ báyìí ó ní lómi ní crisis. Because of the climatic change, we make sure that there is source of water, either borehole, either mineral water or whatever can be water in the crisis. Losses, application, àkókò tí a lè ṣe lọ́sùn wálé. November to December, lọ́sùn activity. That's the time. We prepare the process as so forth. As from May, June, we plant. So, site where is on nípa not ìjọba yìí láti ọ̀nípa ilé ni how to more than 1 hour of talk 10 minutes láti wọ́n gbogbo wọ̀nyí. But the standard nursery will contain 10,000 seedlings. That's the standard nursery. 10,000 seedlings. Standard nursery. That is not big. A lè ṣe sábẹ́ yìí tí a bá ní bíi àti passport tí a bá lówó àbá ní government a lè ní lent that we can use that will be a permanent seedling for it to our health. Sideway drain, okay. Loamy soil, nearness to perennial, so that's the nursery per se. All these things are very, very important. Provision of shade, as you mentioned. For both city production continue, filling quality bags with wisdom, not soil, very, very important. Very, very important. In a good order, in a good so I'm there. Then our planting material, they say that blow the whole that they can plant them, no, on to CRIN. If you take planting material from your farm, there will be inbreeding depression. They will not be too to tight, and a lot of things will happen to that. So, Baba fẹ́ sọ pé kòkó tí a fẹ́ gbìn, a fẹ́ ká máa ní 1,500 hectares per tons per hectare in a year. Then at maximum production, so they will only be 2 tons per hectare instead of 300 kg down to CRIN, so that we'll be able to get the high-yielding materials. Someone day per bag, which I know you are aware. Then you work 3 times per week in the nursery regularly. If the precipitation is more than that, you can water 4 times also. Then, as we have told you, seedling will be in the nursery. More one is not improving man to Shumefa. He said the other time that nursery operation November to December. Then, Kadoko lost feed. This is that May. When we calculate that time, we say that we have got it to 5 months. True. So you must not just be after 2 months. No. Then when you are Ibadan and no one also reveal, I want to strong. Those are very big God. Those are big God. They can select. This time is not as I mentioned all this thing. The planting distance here. Then, let me quickly mention something. Intercropping is very, very important. Ní nǹkan ní pẹ̀lú kòkó wa. Àṣọ àgbọ̀dọ̀ pé monocropping la fẹ́ lólè lórí kòkó nìkan náà. Yàtọ̀ sí planting ṣe ìdájọ́. Àwọn nǹkan ní wà tàbí lè gbìn pẹ̀lú kòkó wa. Kó tó bẹ̀ sí so. Ìjọba sọ pé àwọn látọ̀dọ̀ fún ìdájọ́ mú. As of 2 years, others it does not exist to be a day. As of 3 years, others market I was to be a day because around 4 years, I'm only close to maximum production. But you need to get something. So choice crop in the locality are peculiar. In Oyo State now, Oyo State is the highest cassava producing state in Nigeria as of today. So that man gbin and the gbin cassava only by the man gbin as first crop. So they have to give money to the farmer himself, to the family, and so on and so forth. So the technology of planting, the distance, and so on and so forth, that government are you can come to us. We will tell you we have all this in on check. If it's state, the church crop is here. Say, oh, yeah, but the bank is what they be. Everybody might do to get the cocoa. Some places, when they get rice, like I don't say them from my area, we can plant rice. We can plant rice cocoa at that stage of periods within 3 years before canopy grows. But there is arrangement. All these things, technology, we are packaged them. We can plant pepper, we can plant tomato, there are arrangements. So, when you are interested, you can come. They will tell you how you can do that. They will be sort of make up the farmer and less know. Food also. Oh yeah, what then you have to do. This is just to show you the pictorial form of how you can see this is not cocoa, you see the plantation. Go ahead. Yes? The importance of it abroad is that tí àwọn òpé ibi sábà tó kòkó sí tẹ́lẹ̀ pé àgbìyàn àgbẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan síbẹ̀ èkó yóò máa wù bẹ̀. The one of the major problems of farmer is wheat. If you plant your crop and you don't weed them, the weed will take over. Because to go at the young stage of establishment, they need to be careful very well. So sábà ń ta crop with other crop. Ibi tí kòkó lè ibi tí ìbá máa grow. Àwọn ohun tí a gbèsè yóò máa grow. Aside from that, it will equally check erosion and so on and so forth. Period that we man weed 3 to 4 times manually using chemical, all those things are very, very important. Capital. Eléyìí ṣe pàtàkì. Within the first 3 years of field establishment, tábà gbin oko wa ọdún mẹ́ta yẹn ó ṣe pàtàkì. Àwọn mrs time ta ní àwùjọ gap it up. If you don't gap it up, you say plant population 1 hectare. Initially you planted 11, now the plant population may be 800. Then what are you expecting? If a cocoa tree can produce 50 pods at the maximum, then you have reduced the plant population to about 800. Tí o á reduce ìkọ̀tà máa ní. So tábàjẹ́ tó anísàlẹ̀ méjì anísàlẹ̀ mẹ́ta tí gbogbo ẹ̀ bá wà real population that I expect we will have a better yield. So we should fill up all those things within 4-3 years of establishment. Pruning is very, very important. You give cocoa an umbrella chip. It's like umbrella chip at that stage of field establishment. Aside from that, at the time 2026 you pull some of the branches that have been destroyed, maybe when you are doing harvesting or whatever. When you prune them, if you allow for sanitation, if you allow for ventilation, if you allow for proper shape of the farm, we look at branches are quite under moving the branches. At times we don't prune because of the planting distance. When they are doing that, then you know the pods are there in the branches here and there. Look at this factory. Look at this thing factory. Look at this. Look at the number of pods all over. But just a dream. If a person is able to have this 11 by liter, tell me at least in the board you get minimum of 30 pins. People that are pins, and it means maybe 1 multiply by 2. You see that they are not of. So that is why it is important for us. It's just our planting material. Go to anyhow, so that they don't have all these kind of superficie. Maintenance is very, very important. Pruning, I've mentioned that, enhance multiple isolation of reduce incident of pests and diseases, enhance protein and yield of food. Farm sanitation, removal of pesticides, all these things. Then I want to mention that àwọn ibi tí a bá ti kọ́ tó fún àdúgbò pé tí a kú ọkùnrin mẹ́ wọ́n lè attract pests, especially termites. Tó jẹ́ pé ìfẹ́ ìwé àwọn ibi wọn láti attract wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jẹ́ wọ́n tó bá dé jẹ́ wọ́n lè start building up termitation because of this pests dey affect our crop. Then this is another problem that the farmer will face. They will suck on the plant itself. If they are not controlled, if you don't remove them, they don't believe àpòmọ́ tó bá pòmọ́ ìkókó wa tí a bá control them within 3 years because they will start for their nutrients. They plant the die off. So we can especially off-season so that we can do every part. Then, other good agricultural practices are regular farming, very important. Drainage of water along, if there is any, removal of dead roots, and measure that removal of competitive trees, the intention of compatible trees, like I mentioned. I said, by the grace of God, because of the climatic change, it's not necessary to say, no. We make sure that we have some volunteer trees. Then, irrigation is very, very important. It's another area. It's like the park that we need to make provision for water. If we can have a permanent irrigation throughout the year, instead of when you see it come, throughout the whole year, you can be having all over. So irrigation is very, very important. Aside from the early vegetation, fire tracing, very, very important. 3 meters may not be enough of it. If the adjacent forest, that still not done for that end, so we can equally make it to be better than that, but the recommended is 3 meters or around something. Then regular monitoring, especially the pests, regular monitoring, so that the fire will not ravage our farm. Harvesting, use harvesting, and many other things that we are not harvest the rapport and so on and so forth. Then process, very, very important. Process. And if you have harvested your cocoa and you don't process it very well, then sedating and so on and so forth will happen to them. At the international market, if I local market, you will not get anything like worldwide. So proper process is very, very important. That's what the factors are 5 to 7 days. All those things we have them on share, and I know that this is something that was used to demonstrate to you will go a long way. Once again, our farmers, no farmer donation, I say thank you for listening to me. Thank you very much.
Please let us clap for Dr. Farmer once again. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, great farmers. Great farmers. Great nation. Yes, thank you very much. The presentations, they are really going on very smoothly. Now we want to, please just bear with us. We soon, let us just finish all the presentations and ask our questions before we go for the field demonstration of grafting. So I want to quickly call on our director, Dr. Adedeji. Please, sir, come forward and do justice to your presentation. I know Dr. Adedeji is a seasoned scientist, whether Yoruba or English. I know. Thank you, sir.
That's I won't want to waste our time. We just want to remind ourselves. Yes. When the director was talking the other time, the Federal Minister of Agriculture was saying, he said knowledge and what's the other one? Also, I pay Kanimo. So, tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá dẹ̀ ní ẹ̀kọ́, ní tí ẹ̀kọ́ òbí fi ń jọba, ní wípé kéèyàn tún máa tún ṣe àgbéyẹ̀wò ẹ̀kọ́. I want to believe that some of us, most of our presentations just to remind us and to correct us in some ways. Yes, we want to talk about, one of the problems tí kòkó máa ń ní ẹni kòkòrò tá a lè fojú rí àtàwọn kòkòrò tó jẹ́ pé gígí òyìnbó ìlànà ti rí wọn tí à ń pè ní insect pests and pathogenic diseases. Wọ́n pọ̀ díẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n nítorí ìjọba àsìkò a kàn mú àwọn kan ṣókíṣókí ẹ bá mi. Tí èèyàn bá tọ́jú oko èèyàn tí ò bá dáàbò bò kúrò lọ́wọ́ insects àti kòkòrò àrùn ó lè ṣeé ṣe kí èèyàn ó má rí nǹkan kan mú kúrò ní orí oko. It is possible to lose everything on your farm if you are not protecting your farm against pests and diseases. Move on. And when we are talking of pests, we are talking of pests and diseases. We have, these are the most important ones we want us to have an idea of. Insect pests, àwọn ni kòkòrò tí a lè fojú rí, bóyá tó ń fò ní o, tó ń rìn ní o, tí a rí pé ẹnu omi tó ti jẹ oko wa nìyí. Fungal diseases, ẹni àwọn tó yẹ pé a ní rí tó ń bá nǹkan jẹ́ o, ṣùgbọ́n a rí ìbàjẹ́ yẹn lára rẹ̀. Àpẹẹrẹ ní koríkorí, blackboard, viral disease, ìyẹn náà àdébójú rí, ṣùgbọ́n a rí ìbàjẹ́ tó ṣe sí àrò. Ìtú àpẹẹrẹ yẹn ni CSSP, Cocoa Swollen Shoot Virus. Nígbà tí gẹ́gẹ́ bí èèyàn ṣe ní àrùn táwọn ń da ọmọ kékeré ní ọmọ tó bá lárùn lára, ó máa jẹ bí kan, ó dẹ̀ máa ṣe kí ni, ó máa rù bí ìgbàlẹ̀. Kòkó náà lè ní àrùn tí àwọn olóyìnbó ń pè ní nematode. Then we have parasitic weeds. Àwọn ewé kan wà, ewéko kan wà tó yẹ pé wọ́n tún lè jẹ́ ọ̀tá lára igi kòkó wa. Àfùmọ́ wà ń bẹ̀. Ẹrẹ́ níbẹ̀ lára kòkó wà, igi kòkó. A lè mọ̀ pé ara igi kòkó ni kòkó fi ń gbé ọmọ. Tí àbámójútó àwọn kìíní, wọ́n lè bà kòkó wa jẹ́ láti inú nursery. Can happen from nursery, your seedling could be destroyed partly or totally by pests. Besides nursery, on the field, if you don't take care of pests and diseases, they can destroy the entire plantation. Move on. Yes, this major insect pests of cocoa, gbogbo anagada, myriad tàbí catfish, àwọn olóyìnbó ṣe ń pè, tí àwọn bàbá wa ń pè ní joríjorí, àbí tí àwọn ìdíjẹ́ ìjọba fi ń pè ní joríjorí. Ní àsìkò yìí tẹ́ bá dé oko tí àwọn kòkòrò yìí tí wọ́n wà, ẹ rí àwọn ewé kòkó tí ó ti dàbẹ́ kó jóná. Nítorí tó bí ìtẹ́bí rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé nígbà tí ò bá ti sí ọmọ lára kòkó tí àwọn kòkòrò yìí máa jẹ, wọ́n á lọ bí tó sọ́ọ̀tì jù lára ibi ewé tí ń wù, wọ́n á bá kẹrìbọ̀, wọ́n á máa fà á mu. So ewé ò ní rí omi tó fi máa green, tó fi máa láwọ̀ ewé tó, so á wá jóná. Tẹ́rẹ̀ bá ti dé ní oko ẹ̀ báyìí bá ti rí rẹ̀, joríjorí ti wà ní oko, èèyàn sì gbọ́dọ̀ mójútó. Nítorí pé tẹ́yìn ò bá mójútó, ẹ padà síbẹ̀ ẹ̀dọ̀, ẹ padà sí tìyẹn, ẹ padà. Ẹ rí o ní tìtì ní ara kòkó pọ̀ọ̀dù yẹn, èso kòkó yẹn. Tí ẹ bá ti rí báyìí tẹ́ ẹ bá tètè mójútó, ó tó di pé ó pọ̀. Ìgbà tẹ́ ẹ bá ra kòkó yẹn tó bá kán náà, tọ́wọ́ ẹgbẹ́ tó fọwọ́ wọ kòkó ni, a ní ètò lọ́gbìn, gbogbo àwọn kòkó yẹn ó ti kan, ó ti bàjẹ́ sínú. Ó jẹ́ nǹkan pàtàkì tá a gbọ́dọ̀ mójútó. Ara àwọn kòkòrò náà ti ní bọ́rà, gbogbo àwọn eléyìí lọ sókè. Kòkó stem bọ́rà, eléyìí máa ń jẹ inú stem kòkó. It will pour into cocoa stem and it will destroy. Once the stem is destroyed, cocoa is gone. The tree will just die. Kòkó yẹn máa kú ní ẹlọ. So So this stem is already attacked by stem borer, and right from the base, the stem will just dry, and that will be the end. Move on, because of time. So move down. Let's see the guys.